So that monitor right there, that's an ROG Swift PG27VQ, just so you know. If you're in the market for a new gaming monitor, that 27-inch baby right there has 165 Hz refresh rate. That's right. 2560 times a 1440 resolution. I don't know.
It's better than a refresher token.
What?
That refresh rate is just that much better. Are you
that
serious?
Is true. Right.
That's only one. That's 165. That's 164 more.
Imagine you killed Roshan 167 times at once. That's that monitor.
That's good.
So welcome back to ROG DreamLeague Season 8. We are getting ready for our third and final series of the day, Virtus.pro versus Midorfeed. Will be up for you guys next. And with me are Grant and So Action Slags.
Hello.
Hello.
What up?
What up?
You ready for this?
We're ready. You know, just got done casting some pretty good games, some pretty hype games. You know, centaurs and whatnot. But got some inside info.
What's that?
I was talking to Midorfeed's player Tomato, and he said the reason Cinderin and Weehaw swapped roles is because they believe the 5 role is greedier than the 4 role.
What?
Now.
That's not no. Okay, wait a second.
That is literally what he said.
All right,
we can go get my computer.
No,
Call me out or call him out?
No, I'm calling him out because literally the numbers stand for farm priority rankings.
Sometimes. They also...
No, they actually stand for farm priority rankings.
I don't think there's just a 5 anymore. I don't think the position exists.
I think I should just go back to supports. I hate that thing. You know, why?
I mean, they're the same.
Supports.
Yeah.
Supports. I would agree with that, though.
I don't believe that the naked support that is the PPD or the highlight die...
No, you're wrong.
...exists.
She's actually wrong. Yeah, because you don't say Sumail's ever the 1. He's always the 2 in middle. He's never
Exactly.
the 1. Exactly. So it's not farm priority.
Yes, it is. Because
but he always farm more as a middle than other people. So he's still a higher farm priority.
Well, that has something.
Gotcha.
No, that has something to do with the way that EG plays.
Yeah, but he's still...
The ranking still goes to farm priority.
There is no good team today that has a guy who's only buying Observer Wards and Brown Boots. That is
I agree
over.
with that.
It's dead. Position 5 no longer exists. You have 2 position 4s that are both being greedy. And guess what? They're all catching up to what I've been doing for years. Idiots. Position 5 Omni Knight that takes all the farm for himself and carries the team.
And never buys wards or
Exactly. Wards are done. Courier's done.
He also told me this is a grudge match because him and Ramses have been crushing on the same girl.
Oh, shoot. That female will be impressed by their Dota skills, certainly.
Wow.
Whoever is the most skilled in the video game will win her heart.
So it's Ramses or Ramses?
Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Yeah, so...
I don't think it works like that anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't. You know, people tend to have these things called personalities.
Well, you don't yet, but one day you will.
Thank you, Grant.
No, but VP, man, they just won a major.
Yeah.
They kind of bombed out at the last minor, but that was a new patch. They kind of looked like they were joking around a tad. Do you think they're going to just stomp MOF here?
I feel like it, yeah. VP hasn't played in a while. You know, these good teams like Secret, when they play a lot and they're doing really well, they start to get lazy. VP, it's been a bit, you know.
No, they played last... Oh, they didn't play there. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, they played in the major 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks, a long damn time for VP.
Yeah, they won, and then they got handled at the minor. Yeah. 1 week,
Sure. But
and now they're back.
They just got handled. It's VP. We know that they get angry. So I think we're going to see a hell of some good Dota. But Midorfeed has been doing really good on this patch. Cinderin's really come out of his own, so I think this is going to be a good fight. Look at that. Twitch categories.
Yeah, but they don't, like, remember this morning when we had the Empire Secret? It was like 10 and 90.
Yeah.
And this is like, I would say that Virtus.pro is more favored over Midorfeed compared to...
This is the Cinderin effect.
This is the Cinderin effect. I would agree with that.
People just love him.
They do.
How can you not love a guy who wears socks and sandals? Just cockily.
I mean,
is that a word?
What?
Like cocky. Or
yeah, yes. Cockily. Suffice it to say, oysters, clams, and cockles aside, I feel like Midorfeed is still, besides Cinderin, just really showing their own. We saw some really great games, so this could be a fight. VP, of course.
Oh.
Probably one of the strongest teams in the world. So
see ya.
We'll see what they can do.
That Grant is getting up. And
they're the only team who's
away.
played Spectre, too.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a draft.
And they won.
And they did win with the Spectre.
That was interesting. All right, who's banned out? Give me... Toss me over, Sheever.
All right, we got a ban on Beastmaster and Undying.
Okay, we got both those on here, dank.
Got
10 seconds remaining. Radiant
Slacks, what are you
team
looking at?
back. Virtus
Oh, you know,
Pro's
just
turn
the
to ban.
screen, trying to put everything together in my head.
That's good.
As an analyst, sometimes I
Night Stalker or Lich?
think about the heroes, you know.
Night Stalker, all right, that's good. Lich, it's an L.
Welcome to the river.
You guys like Lich?
10 seconds
Sure.
remaining.
Depends on what, how. What do you mean?
As a person,
No,
5
just like
seconds
in
remaining.
Dota. Don't you think he just slows the game down?
He is meant like that's his whole point. That's his.
Yeah, so how can
thing.
anyone actually like him? He just slows the entire game down by himself.
So sometimes I would imagine that he's a very fun hero to play because you are annoying the crap out of people. And that's sometimes for a lot of people very fun to do.
He's
You
like
talk
a-
about your enemy team.
he's a lesser
Radiant
techies.
team
He's a
back.
more tactical techies. I mean, what can you
Oh.
say? Slows it down, but not all the way. You don't E-break it. You pump the brake on the Lich. But,
That's a Nyx. Have we even
That's a
seen
Nyx
Nyx
gun.
picked or banned lately?
they know something we don't. VP knows something that
10 seconds
we don't know.
remaining.
Maybe, could this mean that it's going to be an Outworld Devourer pick?
5 seconds
Think about that.
remaining.
Could be.
Nyx ban? Why else would you ban Nyx?
Oh, there you are.
Sheaves.
I don't know.
Could we
You
get
don't- you
at
don't
least
like
one
him.
hero?
Oh no. I'm losing it.
No.
All right, Doom, you go here.
But Anti-Mage is still in. Winter Wyvern is still in.
Yeah, Winter Wyvern. I can't believe that hero is actually still in. We saw Midorfeed played extremely well too.
Virtus Pro's
With that
turn
Lich.
to
And
ban.
Bane is still in as well, a hero that they really like. And Bat is banned.
So yeah, because I mean they see the Nyx ban, so they're like, wait, they might
Oh,
want a
I was
Bat
about
Rider
to
here,
say.
so take it out.
VP going for the first Bane
Radiant
snag.
team Virtus
Yep.
Pro's
And a
back.
clockwork coming in.
Okay, wait up, wait. They're just really big. So Virtus.pro is on the Dire.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Radiant
We saw
team
this
back.
yesterday from Midorfeed. This was the game they won. Cinderin's Clockwork was absolutely dominating.
So he roams. He loves the jungle here, or I mean, he loves roaming in the river. And then Winter Wyvern loves just sitting in a lane. It's a W.
yeah, it's looking pretty good already. Brewmaster picked up by VP. If we're finally going to see a Brewmaster succeed, it's probably going to be in this game.
5 seconds remaining.
You think?
Yeah,
Why?
that's because, you know, it's VP Brew. They've got to know what they're doing. They ain't the kind of team that just goes with the fad, you know?
I think they played in the off lane though. You know.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure, whatever.
You ever think we'll see a mid brew again?
I hope so. I mean, it's a nice position for him. Gets him those levels, gets him those items. I just feel like there's so much pressure on the mid lane now, you know? He doesn't have a really good way to escape getting murdered.
I think I like him better as a safe laner with an aggressive tri-lane on the other side.
Yeah, because then he gets farm. Hopefully your other lane gets farm and doesn't
Yeah.
lose.
I mean, he's
That's
not
always
going to die. He's not going to lose his lane.
good. Yeah.
Maybe he won't
Virtus
win it,
Pro
but, you know.
Radiant team back.
Brew. Yeah. Who do he go up against? Jug. In the last time we saw him, Brew versus Jug. And he did good. He owned the Jug. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
you do. You can't get harassed. You get plenty of last hits. That's it. That's an Omni Knight ban. Oh my.
No.
Yep.
What a world we live in.
Well, the last game that Midorfeed did this, they did have, I believe, an Omni Knight.
5
Still
You are
seconds
correct.
remaining.
Option.
Yeah, they had a Puck Omni Knight Spectre.
That was just too much save, too much survivability.
Sure. And Omni's pretty good against Bane, too. I mean, you just repel and get a Nightmare off by A-clicking one of your allies, you know? Nullify all the damage that a good Fiend's Grip can do, so not a bad idea.
Virtus
So
Pro's turn to
Why does no
ban.
one first pick Anti-Mage? Except Mineski.
People used to do that at the
Mineski
DreamLeague
does.
finals.
And
They were doing
often,
it.
yeah.
And Mineski, too. That's a great question.
Is it too like it doesn't feel counterable, does it? Really?
Not really.
Okay.
Not at the moment. Maybe people are not sure that it's uncounterable. I mean, it does kind of set you for a path, right? And people kind of want to pick up their
5
supports
seconds
first.
remaining.
Yeah. That makes you don't want to give anything away. I guess you
Yeah.
pick an AM.
Pick.
I don't know what you're giving away. You're giving away that you're gonna win, but
Well, but probably your choice of supports is going to be a lot less lower afterwards because they're going to ban out supports that you want to have with the anti-mage.
Life Stealer, the stealer of life.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he? Huh?
And Earth Spirit as well.
Lifestealer ban, is that for the Bane kind of too? Grant? Any idea what the lifestealer ban's about? I mean, he's not that bad.
They just don't want him to play. He's one of those, he's a single core, like an AM. You single core and like already, Winter Wyvern, Clockwork Puck can all just do amazingly by themselves. And then you pick up like an offlaner like Tide and you just 4v1, 4v5 them while your other one farms. That's about it. Oh, that's a Puck.
Yep. Midorfeed had a Puck and Spectre yesterday. So they can't get the Omni Knight anymore. Which offlaner would you have instead of the Omni Knight if you were going to try to go for the same plan?
I think Cancel actually plays Puck middle, but wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cancel plays Puck middle, so who do you want to have for Kezu?
I actually think it's still, I like putting Puck in the offlane. Nah, you're right. If it is in the offlane though, Shiver.
I'm sorry if it is.
You're done for.
But I think it's going to be middle.
Okay, Cancel, yeah. I just think Puck used to, it feels like it still can do a lot, like, by itself, but now that it doesn't do damage on impact of the coil, unless you have something to take it out of coil, doesn't feel as good. Sand King.
What about the classic Midorfeed Faceless Void? Huh?
Wait up.
Not great against Brewmaster.
Wait, the what?
Not great against Bane or Sand King.
Shadow Demon, that's not who I need.
Wrong hero.
He's not here.
Whatever happened to Shadow Demon? He got buffed.
He sucks.
All right, did anyone else get picked yet? Because
Luna got nerfed.
No, you're good.
All right, cool. So Sand King, I mean, that's going to be, we've seen it a lot in the offlane, but I guess that's going to be a support. Their roaming support with Bane. Boop.
Not a bad combo.
Not a great combo.
Did you just say poop on camera?
No, boob.
Boop. You just said poop on camera. You're the one who
can you both throw up?
This is a major. How dare you, Shiver? What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Apologies.
So saying you already have you have a stun. The other team has a Puck coil and Clockwork mini stuns. But no one really with a lot of control. I mean, Winter Wyvern Puck's a ton of control.
Hey.
So it looks like Puck middle. I was right. Shiver wrong again.
What? I thought that's exactly what I thought. Legion Commander will go for
I mean,
Kezu.
you can say what you want to believe.
What?
Legion in the off lane.
I like Legion here.
Wait, am I missing it here? No, Clockwork's roaming on Roshan. Yeah, that's good.
And a Monkey King, finally. We were asking earlier, where did he go? But there he
Versus
is.
Clockwork and Puck and Legion?
What?
That's interesting.
Interesting.
Can you tell us why that's interesting, Slacks?
Yeah, I mean, they just have a lot of ways to lock him down and make sure that he doesn't do the things that he wants to do. Big silences, big control, big everything. And once you lock down the monkey, he gonna be a dead monkey.
What grade would you give him, Grant?
On what?
On his explanation.
That was terrible.
All right.
It's interesting because Clockwork, obviously, rocket to find where he's at and then hook. Legion Commander, obviously, he's going to have a Quelling Blade, lock it down, give it a little vision.
I thought Morphling was broken. Why is he banned?
10 seconds.
As in broken, as he bad?
Maybe they just didn't know what to ban last. I don't know.
5
It's a good question.
remaining.
Yeah, Morphling's terrible right now.
Yeah, that's the first
Well,
time I've
didn't
seen Morphling in such a long
I
time.
thought we saw him play. No, that was in a pub game earlier. Never mind. It was one of the people on Midorfeed playing it, though, I believe.
Well, Midorfeed is at Spectre yesterday. Maybe Spectre?
They're willing to pick weird heroes
Yeah,
and lose. But they won with Spectre. I was kidding.
they did win.
That actually, I can't believe. Spectre's not very good. I think it was more the combination of an Omni Knight Winter Wyvern.
Yeah.
Thank goodness they banned that out, because that is something else.
That was scary.
So middle lane, looking for the dire side. And then what are we looking for on the other side? Safe laner. Interesting. Tomato played, he's been spamming anti-mage, which is banned, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They lost. Just kidding.
It's over.
They're the ones who banned it, so obviously they just didn't want to give it up. I don't know. There's no way you get Spectre. Like, the whole reason Spectre is good is because the Omni Knight. But with Legion Commander, Lockdown, Puck, same. I think you want a really hard carry here, not a team fight one.
Sure.
So who is that? Let's look what we got.
Well, Virtus.pro is first, and they need a hero for no one.
For middle, yeah, let's...
And what's good against Pot?
Nothing.
Viper's still in the pool?
Could go Viper.
It's never
That's
bad.
a lot of... I mean, Viper, Monkey King, and Brew. That's a lot of farm on 3 cores.
True.
But I guess, I mean, he could just play it like the mid one Viper and just die a lot while his team farms. I mean, it worked out, too.
Oh, it will be Invoker, though.
Oh, that is a lot of farm on their team.
Yeah, this is like
You need a lot.
lineup.
But they can be fairly greedy if you're saying that there's going to be a hard carry on mid or
That's
feed
true.
last.
That is true.
They got some time.
I guess if mid or feed really wants, they go. It's a mid-game guy. You go Lycan. I think Lycan's pretty bad, but you just push their base at 15 minutes.
I mean, you got a Juggernaut, maybe?
What does an Invoker Monkey King do that early? You just bait out Monkey King's ult. Invoker has a Midas, who cares? And then you just win the game. If they actually pick Lycan, that'd be insane.
Maybe Lone Druid again.
Maybe.
No.
You could, but Lone Druid versus Brewmaster, if you do, like, you don't get much fun.
Luna!
Brewmaster just throws it out. Luna! Oh my, that's a pretty hard carry. That's an L.
Luna? I don't know about this.
Luna, you there? There she is. All right,
Luna's.
so Luna down there in the safe lane, boom. And there you have it. I'll see you later.
Thank you.
See you, Battle Room.
War Room. Grant,
See you,
get it
War
right.
Room.
The battle.
The Battle Room. Dun, dun, dun. Beyblade.
Grant, what do you reckon?
I mean, I just feel like VP's a better team.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm going to go out there on a limb and say V. I'm just kidding. I'm going to go with Midorfeed. I'm going to say it. I think this Luna's going to get enough farm. They're not going to run it enough.
Couldn't disagree more. I
Okay.
feel like Luna is going to get shut down, especially with these kind of big bursty heroes and the amount of control that they have. I'm going to go all in on the VP.
Yeah, I think VP is a better team in this one as well, so I'm going for that. But, hey, Midorfeed can prove us wrong. We'll be happy to see that happen. You know, will be fun for sure. It is over to ODPixel and Fong for game number 1.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Shiva. We're ready for this final series of the day, Midorfeed versus Virtus.pro. I'm looking forward to some sin. We saw some good sides of Midorfeed the other day, some bad sides. Which side's going to come out? It's got to be their best side. VP, of course, the hottest team around at the moment. And let's see if Sin and the boys can do anything.
They've got a fun draft.
You like that?
Look at VP.
Yeah,
they've got Monkey King. They've got Invoker. Come on, this is just.
But
fun.
it's a fun draft, but it also seems like a very good draft.
It is also a very good draft.
And Midorfeed, they're finished with the Luna. This is a hero. We don't see a lot of people play Luna.
No, we do not. I was trying to think of good reasonings as to why they would grab it up. I mean, with the puck ult, it has good synergy, but versus specifically, I guess, versus the brew split, you kill the split pretty well with everybody having that extra damage from the Lunar Blessing as well, plus the glaives. Seems like it could be pretty decent, and then they want to go for like a hero that can actually still push and fight early on, but it does require a decent amount of farm. And okay, they're 5-man going bottom, and they're going to run right into Ramses. Oh, you are.
That's even more beautiful. It's the Monkey King. Oh dear.
They looked like they looked like they knew he was going there.
That's
They're
like some 2K.
okay.
You know, that's some 2K17 courier feedings. You know, you actually feed yourself as the courier.
Huh.
You know, that's what are you gonna do now, Valve?
Did you see the pathing that they took as well? They literally wrapped around and went directly on top. Instant cogs.
Yeah.
Back.
I mean, that's the
Cinderin.
way to start.
The Cinderin clockwork strikes again.
I mean, who was it against yesterday they were playing? I can't remember now. Who was it? The Cinderin.
Vega?
It was Vega. Was it? Okay, so VP a little bit of a tougher challenge, but Cinderin's clock is ready to give it its best.
People are just really expecting those those smoke kind of rotations, those like 5-mans into their bounty rune, so they want to defend it. So that's I guess why Midorfeed wants to like 5-man smoke there. I guess makes sense. So let's take a look. The Invoker pick last versus Wyvern, really fun. They also have the Sanking to set up for Sunstrikes with and also the Bane around the map, and they have this so. Invoker's known as like a pretty weak laner still at the moment. Miracle maybe one of the exceptions because he's just a beast, and no one as well. But they have Bane, so that kind of counteracts it. You can dual lane him mid and have him get a little bit more help. And it's also Invoker versus Wyvern. So every time Wyvern cold embraces, you're set up for all your spells. So it's really nice there, and it's all magic damage / pure.
Yeah, he's got to be careful with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, was he playing Wyvern when Sim played Clock yesterday?
Yeah.
He did. They did this same combo.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
So did I just see that Cancel didn't even go for the rune?
Oh, he did. Well, he's not used the TP, so.
And no, he didn't even go for the rune, and no one actually didn't use his TP either. He had Solo block for him, and Solo starts mid, throws in Feeble on the puck to start. So they really are emphasizing on making sure that no one does have a good start, and they're putting the 1v1 Monkey King versus Legion Commander, who does perfectly fine in that matchup because of Jingu versus melee heroes. So. Aggro dual lane to try to make sure that Pasha gets some space.
Singo is ready to party down bottom. Cogs onto Pasha. They bring this man down to half health, sending the Brewmaster back up the lane. Got to be careful of Cinderin and his clock.
Every time that Arctic Burn is up, they're going to get heavily harassed back. Lil body blocking the pole camp, making sure that that isn't there for Weehaw to get anything from. He's going to throw a stun out just for some harassment. with boots, should be able to just zone himself away just fine. And mid, the harassment continues, that dual lane as we talked about. So it looks like VP's looking to win 2 out of 3 of their lanes.
That's in. Again, well, he's getting low.
Oh, we lost on. We lost on for a second. Ooh, he's okay though.
I'm good. I'm just allergic to Sim playing well, and it's whew, he's doing it today.
Pasha should be able to get a little bit of experience down here versus this tri lane, but nothing like a massive. This is what's gonna happen. They're gonna sack the Brew and focus on Invoker and Monkey King, which is a good game plan for them, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, Brew's certainly getting sacked heavily, and this time around he could be in trouble. Sin looking for the perfect position to get with the cogs, traps him in, traps him down, they get Tomato in range, and I think this could be a second kill of the game. It is indeed. Synderen, and we are doing it. It's such a hard lane for this Brew to play, and as you say, they are sacking him, and they're going to see the repercussions of that in the death count on Pasha. It's not going to be nice.
Yep. All he's here for is to soak experience. And just make it so Lunas isn't free farming.
Sure.
Throw the Drunken Haze, show your face. You don't really need to contest too much other than that. Hope you don't die.
Yeah, you don't want to feed too much. Mid lane. Cancel is it's such a horrible Bane. It's
2-1 to the 10-10 Invoker. So no one's gonna be very high level and have a good start.
Yeah. And we've seen this so many times before. It's the exact way that they love to play. Whether it be an Ogre or a Bane, just sitting mid, being an absolutely annoying piece of you-know-what. Yeah. And it works.
I mean, this is a good game plan.
Yeah.
Winning 2 lanes is pretty strong. Sure, Brew is going to suffer, but he'll get back. All he needs is levels and split to be able to be that like big team fight prowess for the Invoker to get that Midas up. And, I mean, they're going to have a very high-level Invoker with the Sunstrikes to set up for whenever Sand King and Bane don't make the rotations. But they do have to make sure that they have ways to get levels on the supports is the next big thing for me for VP. Some stacks out for the Sand King, probably with Sandstorm, I think is probably their best bet, while Solo just runs around. And I looked around and I do see one stack being made from Sand King on the far right side jungle.
Pasha coming down again. This is where they, Midorfeed know they can heavily win this lane in terms of getting kills.
He's in a lot of trouble here.
He's very deep. There's the surrounding coming from Cinder and in with the cogs, pushing Pasha back. You can give it a bit of a run, but it's not going to keep him alive. Some beam from Tomato finishes him off. Another kill for Midorfeed down on this bottom lane.
Ooh, didn't spend his gold. He had 90 gold to buy a TP. Now he doesn't actually have one, so someone else has to buy it for him. Thank you, Solo.
Solo.
Of course, Solo would buy him
He's such a selfless guy. Solo. What a legend.
Top. They're looking for Kezu, but they can't actually close the gap with Lil. Oh, they try with the Boundless, and it's not enough.
Back in the mid lane, Solo. Making sure the cancel is not having a fun time, and it's 5 for 2 on that mid puck, thanks to this Bane's presence and the fact that no one's been allowed to get so far ahead. What's the XP looking at between those two? So we've got nearly level 5 and only just level 3, so about a level and a half difference already in 4 minutes in. 4 minutes in.
And Bane's been sapping a lot of XP in the mid lane.
And Solo, his hotkeys have been messed up, but he's still been trashing everybody. That's how good he is.
He clicked Enfeeble really well.
Yeah.
Click Enfeeble.
Now that his hotkeys are fixed, you're screwed.
He's going to go pick up his boots now, too. He's going to base. So, yeah, no one's now got massive dominance in this lane with the double null plus the magic wand up, and I think he's got, boots being delivered, I'd imagine. Yes.
Oh, it's
looking great.
What a lane. Pasha.
He
went down a couple of times, but that's the thing. He's still getting those levels. 4 minutes in, he's got the level 3.
They got priorities.
It's not, Tomato is still getting ahead. He's going to hit that 6 before the primal splits there, and then, as this Brew, you've got to be careful. If Sin comes in again with controlling the cogs and an ultimate, you will kill the Brew.
So they just saw Solo TPing bottom with that ward that they placed behind the tower, and Sin is hunting.
Go for the kill.
Sin's going.
Solo's got to be careful how he comes around here. In fact,
they want Pasha.
Yeah, he's the bigger target. And they'll look to set up again, Sin. Getting into a similar position. You can see Solo, he's already legging it out of there. He knows that there's nothing that he can do to save Pasha. Another kill. Was it the third time he's died down here?
Third time.
Third time he's died down on this bottom lane. So what do we got here? Sin's 12th game as Clockwork. 45% win rate. That's probably his best hero. That's some good stats for Sin.
Not too shabby. A lot of those losses he played in the off lane with Clockwork too. So
yes, true. Yes, the support role.
Yep.
I mean, he back in the day, he was the sort of the mastermind behind it, wasn't it? It was Yapso playing it back on when he was playing with Sin. That was sort of the first time we saw.
Found Solo. Solo with the level 2 Enfeeble.
I don't think he's going to win this war. Actually, well, with Tomato coming in, if he gets Lucer Beam, they could, but he can't quite close the gap. And now
Ramses ports in.
Yeah, Midorfeed have got to be a little careful. Monkey King's coming in, and he's ready to play. Look at Sin. Sin's got the cogs, and Sin will be fine. Ramses looks towards Weehar, sets up for Pasha and Solo to close the gap, and Weehar with a big old slap taken out as the Brew is back.
Lovely. Oh, the Eclipse though, Ramses. He actually jukes through the trees.
Oh,
and
it is a tree.
And now they're going to try to turn it on him here.
Now they're probably going to kill Tomato if they find him. Do it. Oh, Ramses is getting scared.
Yeah, he doesn't want to die down there. Give up the kill to the safe laner.
Balance back?
Still cooldown. It was cooldown for a bit.
He's got a mana. But at the end, it comes down, as we can see, still miles ahead in CS, 43.
Yeah.
And how are we doing in the mid lane? Is Cancel starting to make the recovery? That's the question.
Slowly but surely, but still very one-sided.
Yeah.
Solo's build, I think he's gonna have some funny build this game. They're gonna have like really high levels in Enfeeble plus Drunken Haze versus this Luna. How's he gonna do physical damage? He's not. That's how. So Lil is starting to do the stacks. He actually misses this medium camp stack, but he does have one hard camp stack on the right side of the jungle, or the far right. So he is prioritizing that with double levels in Sandstorm, where he wants to be able to catch back up. But it's pretty much just the two cores on the side of VP farming, the mid laner and the safe laner, while on the opposite side it's the safe laner and the off laner, because Puck is still very shut down. And constant Enfeebles. Level 2 Enfeeble on Cancel. He actually just has 17 damage. He can't last it.
It's not nice. I mean, at least there with the levels, he's got his skills to do it, but still, he's got to be careful. You know, one misplaced orb, and Solo no one will look to quickly turn around on him. So he has to orb and then just run the hell away from the lane.
And Solo, even with the lane ward mid, is being sure that he can always catch the Enfeeble on the puck. What a bully.
So how are we doing elsewhere? Up top, Kezu. He's doing all right.
He's doing decent.
He's doing all right. But the problem is Ramses did a little bit better, and the problem is at this stage Ramses can certainly kill Kezu, as we're going to see him attempt for now. Gets the boundless, but really wants to get that final one before he pops down the big physical nuke and jumping forward. That should be a kill, and it certainly is. Kezu down, Ramses getting the kill done.
Maximum efficiency by Ramses as well. Everything there done on intreads, so he keeps very high mana cost. However, he did less damage because of it. Good job, Ramses.
He's a smart kid. Battle Fury straight up this game for the Monkey King.
Bottom Pasha again. Gets the haze off, but it doesn't matter. Too much magic damage coming up between these two.
I mean, it feels like, you know, Tomato is getting a lot done, and he is top of the net worth. But the thing is, Ramses is pretty much at the same bit, and then you look at the fact that Tomato, he's needed a lot of help to get to this point, whereas Ramses, he's done this all on his own.
Yeah.
He's not needed any assistance from his team. Look at this though. Tomato being brought up to the top lane with Sin. They want to try and use this Eclipse to bring down the Monkey King.
They might bait Ramses here. Ramses is in the tree. He might try to jump if Kezu goes.
Let's see how smart he plays at Ramses. Does he know what's going on?
Oh, he gets his
Cinnamon is just lumberjacking it in.
He's
cutting down trees.
He's out of there.
Yeah, he's not going to fall for this one. And this is time. You know, Tomato's not hitting creeps. They're keeping this Luna back. They really still want to try and make a surprise play with Tomato.
Is that... Oh, that's a Midas already on no one, too. So with boots, double null, and a wand, he's got Midas.
10 minutes.
Super early.
So they're not going to catch this Monkey King. Ramsey's back down on the ground. And the rest of VP, they do have some more members that sort of hovering around. Solo in the neighborhood.
Just throwing in Feebles on anyone he sees.
And he's ready to nick these big creeps as well. And his right click against Kezu's and Feeble right click could be pretty good.
Kezu gets the moment of courage attack proc.
Tomato now revealing himself up top.
So now Pasha gets a ton of space though from all this. 28 CS, level 6 finished with Soul Ring on the way toward that Blink Dagger. Only 700, but I mean that's a speedy recovery for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely, those deaths not holding him back too much in terms of, as you said earlier, he's just getting what he wanted from this lane. Sure, it's not great that he gave quite a nice bit of cash boost to Tomato on his Luna.
Yeah, cash and experience.
Yeah.
Oh, Lil actually spots a triple stack just now as his Sand King.
Oh,
so they're gonna want that one.
Oh, he's gonna want that, and he's probably gonna go. He's probably gonna get it. It's quite hard for Sin's team to protect at the moment whilst they're up on top lane.
Got some lag. Quick pause.
Bit of the Carl, eh?
So yeah, Lil just started. I think he just pinged out that hard camp too. So he's like, all right, guys, We don't really want Luna to farm these because they have vision of both sides where Midorfeed is stacking. So Midorfeed is also stacking Ancients, and they have a ward vision of that as well. So understanding how to play versus Luna, you know Luna's going to rush Mask of Madness, farm some stacks up to accelerate that. So they're going to be playing pretty aggressively on those spots in particular.
I think the thing is, it's going to be interesting to see how many objectives Midorfeed can take early with the Luna, because I feel like before she has a BKB, she's still, I mean, it's a Luna. There's a reason why we don't see this hero a lot. It can get blown up pretty quickly, and VP have great heroes to blow a Luna up.
Yeah, definitely. Sunstrike comes out, bottom. They get the stun with Lil, and easy kill. And now the double TPs, cancel TPs down to try to guard it, and Synderen stops his TP.
Okay.
I was a cancel. So this poor puck, level 6, 2,500 net worth in comparison to the level 9, almost level 10 Invoker
double
with
net worth.
5,200 net worth.
That's
Solo.
the power of Bane.
Yeah, dude, Solo just really made Cancel's life miserable.
Yeah.
Lil is staying bottom. Bottom side, sapping that experience. Wants that level 5 so he can sandstorm that big camp easier, probably. He might just start it a bit sooner.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's just starting it now. Mid.
They're going for no one. But he's got the Ghost. What do they have to texture? Sin does have the dust, but already Kezu's sort of bailed out of this one. He doesn't want to go in with the duel. They'll pop down the cogs, but it's going to end up just being Cinder and going down. No one just pops down the Sunstrike. I mean, Sin really wanted to go with that with the dust and such, but Kezu, he already started backing off down the river. He did not want to go in and commit with that duel, and probably rightfully so, as VP were there in full force to defend and turn it around. And look at this stack. Lil, he's looking to clean it up. We are, and Kezu are going to look for the snipe. And they will get a couple of them, but now we are
dead, though.
He is certainly gone. Cold Praise are going to save you from the sun.
Oh boy, this is rough. No one's gonna have a extremely early Aghanims, and they don't have the damage to kill him when they do those type of ganks when Puck is so underleveled. This level 6 Puck to level almost 11 Invoker.
Yeah.
And now the constant enfeebles whenever Luna shows her face.
And now the level 6 on solo as well.
Yeah. It's problematic already. They have to find some ways to get Cancel back in the game. He has to be able to make some rotations with the Eclipse on top of the coil. I think that's the only way they can really kill people. That's the only way they have damage inside of it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Cancel this whole time is just under ward vision as well. They've got a triple Ancient stack now for Midorfeed, but it's being watched. No one just pinged it out. He's like, all right, this Puck is acting as support. He's stacking for their Luna, and they're making the rotations over now already. Ramses and Pasha making the move.
See if they can do this. Leading with the Boundless. Looking for the Sunstrike opportunity. He's not going to connect. Cancel able to orb away. And VP not with quite enough control between those two heroes to get it. Even if the Sunstrike did hit there, unlikely they would have been able to bring Cancel down.
Now they know that there's a ward there, probably. Yeah. We see the circle being drawn by Cancel. And top, the Fiend's Grip with Ramses TPing in. Should be a pretty easy one for Sind to go down.
I could do this all day.
Very good again. 1,200 away from having Battle Fury complete.
They can't get aggressive, it seems like. Every time they need to bring too many heroes to actually kill anybody because of how underleveled their mid player is. And during all this, Lil is just like, haha, I'm jungling. Blink Dagger and 100 for Sanking. Brewmaster has Blink Dagger already finished as well.
Oh, he's got it now.
Yeah, they've got like perfect timings coming out for VP already.
Absolutely. I mean, this is VP just so good at making these sort of amendments, and it doesn't matter where the opposition has the strength in the early game. They will work around it, make sure that they get so much out of the map elsewhere that, despite your best attempts, you're not going to be able to get a better trade off the back of the lanes.
Now it's, can Midorfeed protect their Ancient stack is going to be the big thing. But first, top. Looks like they're setting up.
They need to send TPs in. They can't let Tomato go down, but with the Boundless Strike and the Sunstrike, Tomato just melts. He's going to be able to get out. He can't escape. The Wukong's command beats him out. And indeed, with Ramses sitting on the high ground, Sin actually misses the hook shot, so he's unable to stop Ramses immediately. Now comes in with the Battery Assault. Ramses trying to get the Jingu stacks up, but he can't quite. Big kills for Midorfeed.
Nice.
They do lose Tomato.
Here,
they bring down Ramses.
Cancel gets a solo kill top on Synderen, or on Cancel with the Blink Dagger with Epicenter, and no one cleans up.
Hey, he's able to walk in and finish off Sin by the shrine. He's looking to heal up. Oh, this Sunstrike. Oh my goodness, he's got it with the Primal from Pasha.
It's just so much aggression. They're not stopping anymore.
Oh, it's turning up, and this is an Invoker 14-15 minutes in. He's pretty much got the Axe. 400 gold to go, and it's going to be there. Level 12. It's getting very scary for Midorfeed. VP stepping it up to the pace that they're used to, and it's going to be hard for Midorfeed to keep up. So far, though, Tomato still doing a good job. The farm still looking all right. We're going to see this again. I mean, this was very nice for Ramses getting up on the high ground. Really nice play to go for.
It looked like the hook shot went through him, right?
It really did. Let's have a look again from Sin. He's going to come in with it in a second.
It looks like it goes right through him.
All right. All right, let's check that again.
I guess he shot it a little bit left.
I think what that is the perspective thing, isn't it? Because you think that hook shot's
the
hook shot's on the lower
Low
ground. So technically it's, I think would it be to the left of him? Either way, it's because of the height thing, but it doesn't, it looks so weird. It looks
funny.
It looks so weird.
But during all this, it's, Invoker absolutely free farming. They're setting up kills with Lil with the Sank and killing the puck with ease with that Blink Dagger. And Ramses isn't going this like Diffusal or Echo Saber build. He's going for the Battle Fury
I
build.
think that's the way to play when you're up against a Luna. You want to be able to keep on a similar pace with the farm.
Definitely.
And when you're going to have it this sort of time, you're going to be feeling pretty good. It's 16 minutes in. It's going to be there. Mid lane, indeed. Solo and Lil have been cocked up by Cinderin. And comes the Sunstrike, bringing Sin down low. Solo trying to get out, but the duel comes through. They've got the lockdown for the Legion. They've got enough damage to finish off the kill. Kezu will get the bonus. No one. And Lil looking for revenge. He's on the hunt. Jump forward. They're bouncing on the sidelines again, trying to soak up these shrines. But this time, once again, it won't be enough regen to save the clock. Cinder's down. Battle Fury complete for Ramses.
They're making sure to contest this bottom side.
Did no one use his Midas? I've seen that Midas. That Midas, come on. It's been there for about 20 seconds and he's not used it. Here we go.
He's got a range creep there.
There's the range creep.
Oh, he's on the mid. It's not that big of a difference anymore. I mean, sure, you still want to probably use it on the range creep, but whatever.
It's just the BM play. When you see the enemy Invoker Midasing a melee, you know he's feeling confident.
So they have wards on both ancient camps to watch. So now they see the secondary side camp being stacked as well.
Yeah.
So VP's got eyes exactly where they know their priorities are proper.
Yeah, this stack is so important.
Yeah, that's a big way for them to come back because Tomato's still relatively doing pretty decent.
He absolutely is keeping up. He's been sticking himself, keeping his head down in the jungle, moving around the camps. VP's half of the map as well. And he has been getting away with it. And those kills at the start, as we said on Pasture, certainly gave him a nice bit of a boost. But this is the important bit. He's going for these Ancients, but they're ready to jump, looking for the epicenter, coming in. Beautiful Burrow Strike from Lil into the Sunstrike Fiend's Grip. No escape for Tomato. I think he did get some of the Ancients by the looks of it. He did get most of them.
Cancel now, trying to get a kill, but Solo's too tanky here.
I think the Enfeebled, the Brain Sap, he's keeping himself alive. Pasture and no one are there as well in case Midorfeed do come in any deeper. Looking for the kill. Cinderin heads down with the cogs, blocking VP off. Cancel will get away with the orb.
And during all this, Ramsey's just farming with that Battle Fury, pushing the waves out.
He's looking for a kill. I don't know if he can get this one. It's a little slippery. Indeed, you can't chase for Cancel. But there's this other Ancient stack.
I just like how VP doesn't slow down at all. Like, they're just constantly running at them to make sure that they force reactions so they don't have downtime to farm those Ancients. As soon as you saw the Luna farming Ancients, it's just VP just sent 3 heroes toward him to make sure that he gets killed at least. Ramses ports bottom. I believe with the next split, they're going to try to contest the next Ancient stack as well.
Do it with flair.
Yeah, definitely they know that.
They've dewarded a lot of Midorfeed's wards as well. I think that's the 2nd or 3rd deward in the last couple minutes that I've seen. Oh boy.
Tomato's going for this stack. VP put a stop to it. It doesn't look like at the moment that they're in a position to do so. So Tomato should get away with this one. This is big for Midorfeed, getting this into Tomato's bank account.
Dire are scanning.
They're all sitting in the area too.
They scanned it. Yeah, they know that it's going on. But the movement, it could still come through. If they go straight forward, they would be there in time. These Ancients haven't quite fallen. They're now starting to go down. And it looks like he will get away with it, Tomato. VP not willing to make a move as of yet, knowing that Midorfeed almost certainly we're going to be more prepared this time round for a fight around those Ancient stack. And Tomato gets away with it, puts him back on level with the farm of Ramses. And this Luna's still fighting strong.
Yeah, they didn't want to walk up there without the vision, I guess. And they've picked up a lot of big items between there. They now have the Force Staff on the Invoker to make sure he can get out of those cogs. I think Brewmaster has a full Vlad's being picked up now too, so he benefits with the Aura. Level 2 split as well online. And full Shadow Blade on Ramses there. Probably all going to be building Force Staffs on the side of VP. Well, you know, the ones that can. If Solo ever gets gold, maybe, but Lil will pick one up on the...
Oh. That's just mean showing that stat.
14% puck.
14%. Oh, that feels bad, man.
They're invading. They've got everything ready to go.
Here we
Get the stun as well.
Straight in with the burrow strike. Tomato will be saved a little bit, but the Fiend Script comes through. In fact, with the control from Passion, Tomato's falling low. Balance strike comes through. Epicenter from Lil as he wraps around. Shuts off Tomato. Tomato's down for 50 solo. Battling up against Sin. Sin trying to finish off this Bane, but the Brain Sap's enough to keep Solo alive. Midorfeed have lost 2. Are they going to lose any more? That's the question. They're looking towards Weeha. Pasha, again, some brilliant primal split play as he has the control to take down the Wyvern. VP clean up 3, only losing Solo in the mix.
They picked this Legion Commander initially to have press the attack to remove off the Fiend Script, but that time he removes off the stun, and Fiend Script comes instantly afterwards, and he gets bursted down on the Luna pretty handedly. So very great smoke play coming out from VP.
Is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Now they've got some downtime to push out lanes.
Excellent.
Both the Sand King and the Monkey King will do so.
Just getting the Dagon out on cancel, just trying to have anything you can at this stage to just get kills. It's the damage that's been the problem when Tomato has been controlled up as he is.
Sunstrike for harassment in mid.
How's Tomato doing on the items now?
He's going for the Manta. He's got Yasha and Dragonlance. So still quite a ways behind.
A long way away from the BKB Dream. Which up against this Invoker, you've got to have. As we've seen, you know, one disabler, as you say, just working around the saves of the Midorfeed, and this Luna's done for in the team fights.
Look at where Ramses is standing here. Shadow bladed up. He breaks the
do
smoke.
it. Do it. Oh, no, okay. They know it. And that was a good catch. Good breathe from Midorfeed. Will they see him use the Shadow Blade? I mean, that was a dust spray on top.
They were smoked. They were smoked and they walked into him. So they just instantly dust right away. It looked like he was standing in the lane, kind of thinking that some move would happen. He was waiting for the Luna to walk in, but I don't think he expected 4 or 5 heroes there. So they're trying to make their way into the Roche pit here. 30 seconds till Ramsey's up. Do they have a medallion? They don't, but they kill it pretty quickly with that Lunar Blessing and that level 15 plus 24. Hook in onto Solo.
Straight away, getting Solo at the start of the fight is pretty great. If they don't have to worry about the threat of the Fiend Script, they're going to be loving it. But Sin's falling down low with the Meteor bursting him out. And Pasha jumps in, finishes off the kill. Winter's Curse trying to hold back this Brew with the Magic Immune one. He's still able to head forward, look for the enemy to get a stun, and indeed he will. Lands it straight on Tomato. Pasha still continuing to try and control it. Tomato. Weeha giving a bit of regen with the Cold Embrace, with the jump forwards there for Lil. He's going to look for the Burrow Strike. He's got it beautifully timed after the stun for the Earth Brilliant with the slap and the Sun Strike. That will be Tomato down, and they're not done yet. VP Pasha's moving forward, looking for Weeha. Weeha trying to flap himself away. The Cold Embrace will buy him some time. It probably won't be enough. The Boundless Strike's out to cancel. Can't jump over to the orb in time. Again, VP just absolutely stealing the show here with these team fights.
Yeah, they went. So Midorfeed went for a fight since Ramses was down, but VP's just way too strong at this point. And I was like, how's Sunstrike back up? He just used it. He had an Arcane Rune. Oh. So helping out a lot for VP to have that on top. And now it's their turn. They go into the Roche Pit, and this is an easy one for them.
Oh my goodness, it is indeed. With the Force Spirits out, they'll take this in no time. 23 minutes in, 9k gold lead. We always knew it was going to be a tricky one for Midorfeed up against the Virtus.pro, the major champions. And it certainly is looking to be it so far. It's hard. No one and Ramses in brilliant positions. I mean, that whole mid lane setup at the start, I think going into game 2, you, as a team, you've just got to alleviate that mid lane somehow. You just can't let it end up being that one-sided. And no one just got so far ahead and cancelled. Here's the combo. It's pretty sweet. Sunstrike is going to be off the mark. May not matter with the cold snap at the right click. Has he got enough? Jumps forward. He'll finish it off. Kezu's down. Doesn't even need to hit the Sunstrikes at this stage. No one. Level 18 on the Invoker. I mean, he's loving life. He's having a great time on this Invoker. He's being flashy. He's pulling off the combos, and it's working. And there's been no real punish from Midorfeed at all.
I just want to see some Cataclysm, to be honest.
What are we at, level 20?
Yeah, he's getting close, but he hasn't grabbed talents because that's the new way now for Invoker.
Of course, yeah.
Don't touch those. The first 2 talents are pretty underwhelming.
But now what, 19, 20, 21, you get them? Yeah.
If he wants to. Top lane. Ramsey's just killing everybody.
Yeah, this Wukong's command is doing an incredible amount because they're just able to control Midorfeed amongst the Tomatoes down our Cinder and held back by a Nightmare. No TP home for him. Triple kill for Ramses.
Out of that.
Oh boy, VP are here. They came to play. And Midorfeed struggling. As I say, this is not necessarily a surprise. We knew how good VP were. And Midorfeed, you know, they've certainly showed us some good performances recently. They do have their strengths, but it's always going to be so tough playing up as a team, playing up against a team like VP.
Yeah, I mean, this was a classic actual VP setup here. And oh, they actually have the Alacrity Brew as well.
Ah, yeah.
So we haven't seen that too often, but it's got nerfed a bit. It still does a lot of damage though to towers anyway.
Great.
This comes out, Lil.
It's a good one. Ah, Winter's Curse though. Bought some time by Solo with the Nightmare. Very nice. Pops it on to Lil. And it does buy him that extra second or so to get him out. Solo could be in trouble. Out comes the tornado from no one, but it's not enough to save him. They will get the successful duel. Bring down Solo. Could they get more? Sin? Oh, what's it? Oh, he found Lil. Oh, he didn't quite have enough damage, and now Ramsey's looking for the turnaround. That could have been brilliant by Sin, but he didn't quite have the follow-up to kill Lil in those 3 lines. Maybe they can get the other kills. They'll look towards Ramses. Ramses, no Boundless Strike up for a second with the ultimate from Luna. Ramses is falling low, and Ramses is down. They'll get the Monkey King. And that, pretty much the best trade Midorfeed have got all game.
Yeah, they get some okay trade kills. Getting Ramses is the big one, but Pasha actually TP'd out because of that, since they went for Ramses. But yeah, killing the carry, that's great. They had to expend everything, though, for that. Using the BKB, using Eclipse just to get those cleanup kills, but it's better than nothing.
No one. 1300. You know, the Lincolns. Very hard for Kezu to do anything.
They're all so farmed.
Anything with the duel.
So the BKB was picked up, as we mentioned, and then he's going to go back for the Manta. And no one's just on a hunt. Look at him playing by himself, looking for some pickoffs here. Cinderin's not looking for him, though.
Oh!
4 staff.
That 4 staff. No one taunting himself out of it as well. Oh, dear.
And now Pasha with the BKB on the Brewmaster, so he can always freely get his split off. Unless gets dueled and somehow bursted through BKB, which is very unlikely since he's so tanky. And we can see the aggression continue toward bottom lane since they have that Rax exposed. And Lil, look at his items. He's got the Meteor Hammer.
He has indeed. I mean, these pro players, they'll say it's bad, but...
Well, when you're at this much of a lead, right, and you have a Rax exposed, you can understand, yeah, look, Lil's walking up, he's gonna use it. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Look at that channel.
Rax stud.
That's a pretty thick channel, Tom. It's doing it. No one pushing in. Forces out the fortification. And they'll almost certainly try and finish these racks off. Council jumps forward. He's got to be careful there. Sin's coming in as well. Sin's just going to get jumped on immediately by this Burrow Strike. The Winter's Curse coming in. Holds no one back a little bit, but no one's near to punch into him. Pasha pops the BKB, leads forward onto Weeha. He'll freeze himself up, but the magical comes through for no one, and Weeha is down. They'll clean up the melee racks down bottom. We'll see if they look for even more potentially. Dreamcoil only catching no one, but he does not care. Stands his ground, finishes off the range racks as well. They get the complete sweep down bottom.
Now they're on their way to mid. No one was actually just TPing the mid lane instantly before they even killed that range rack. So tier 2 time, Lincoln's finished, Aegis reclaimed. It's not going to slow them down though or stop them by any means.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Here we go. More towers for VP. More
and the
horrors for Midorfeed as they've got to deal with this push.
Alacrity Brew, beating on that tower, look at it go. 100 damage per hit.
No fortification this time around, of course. Ramses comes in from the sidelines, drops down the Wukong's command. Isn't going to find any kills, but the Meteor Hammer's out. He's there with the punches. They'll take down the melee racks in, trying to commit for the fight. They'll jump forward, looking for Lil, but Lil gets himself away with the 4-staff. He'll save himself. Tomato leads in with the ultimate, bringing Pasha down low. Brew in trouble. No primal split to help him out this time. Pots the BKB though. In fact, Pasha's still alive somehow. The evasion working out for him. He'll live. Tomato falls. They do get 3 kills. No one's still alive though. Can no one and Pasha turn this around? No, he's just looking to get out of there. Goes with the TP and he'll make it. No way for them to cancel him. Pasha's still alive. He's still out of there. He goes for the TP and he makes it out.
So
I mean, they do kill 3, but indeed, the racks are gone. Tomato loses his life.
They get a good amount of golden experience going back their way, but
it's not good enough, though.
Not good enough. Definitely not. They did a full duration duel on the Sand King, and he wasn't even like, he was what? He still had like 700 life or something, or 800 life. Very tanky on him. And just the sheer abundance of damage and team fight that they have on VP.
Oh boy, I mean, yeah, VP can just look to just go up on the top lane, take the tier 2, go for that once more.
Tomato did a decent job fighting there, though. Like, because of how farmed he is, he stood toe-to-toe with Ramses for quite a bit throughout the whole duration of the BKB. Now bottom. Bye-bye.
A dead Legion. 50 seconds, no cares.
All right, he's level 22. He took the Chaos Meteor damage. Now he's got one more talent. Takes the Force Spirit. All right, level 23. Let's go, Cataclysm. Come on.
Oh, I'll tell you what. He's going to take the Alacrity, isn't he, because of the Bruce split?
Oh, yeah, he might just take the Alacrity.
I think he might just take it. Depends how flashy he wants to be. We'll see what he does. For the time being, though, they've found Sin in this middle lane. Easy setup for the Sunstrike. Cancel actually jumping forward, but the Fiend's Grip is there immediately from Solo. Cancel is gone. They did get Lil, but now Midorfeed, they're sitting 3 heroes down. VP, no one continuing to style on them. Tomato forced to put the BKB to stand any sort of chance up against this Invoker. He does take it.
I want to see it.
I want to see it in action. Is it any good this game?
They need to get a multi-hero stun. Who knows? They might not even need it because the game's probably about to end.
This game is over.
Yeah, this game's definitely over. VP. Solid game plan from VP.
I mean, you said they have fun here, so I'm sure they have fun playing this one.
Oh, yeah.
This was a fun game for Virtus.pro. And back to the drawing board, really, for Midorfeed. They've got to try something different. They're going for one last Huzzah as they come with the wraparound, looking for the lead-in, but the instant blink out's there for no one as the Lincoln's is proc. Boundless Strike comes down onto Kezu. Kezu's gone. Tomato's got a BKB. It's GG. VP take game one.
Look, Cataclysm.
There it is.
Oh, he did it once.
Hey. Double kill for Ramses. No surprises, as it. This is Virtus.pro, turning up in style. They're not messing around. They've won one major. They want to make sure they get to another one. They know if they can get the dream, if they can win the first 2 majors, they're going to be kind of set. As we're sort of saying, with the points you get from those 2, they probably don't need to do anything for the rest of the year. 2 major wins, I think you're set for the top 8 in the world.
You might be. I think the solo Bane is a very key to their success. Just if you see that, you have to help your mid laner extremely hard. And I just love the way they prioritize. They're like, all right, Pasha's going to feed, but we're going to crush the other 2 lanes so hard and just win the game because of that.
And Pasha's still got great timing on the blink, and yeah, his brew. It's always going to be good from Pasha. He's very useful in the fights. Perfect disable from him. But there we have it. Game 1. We've got one more game today. It is game 2 of Virtus.pro versus Midorfeed. Can Cinderin do it? Send him your energy. Send him your memes. We'll find out as we'll be back after this outbreak. See you guys soon.